Welcome back. That is Achilles' Last Stand from Led Zeppelin. Great song. I love that song. Another of those not very known songs, maybe. It's pretty long. It's like 10 minutes. It's more than 10 minutes, actually. Super long. But I like it very much. And guess what? We actually didn't got an answer. We got 50-50. What do I do? You hide behind there. What do I do? There's no answer. So here, you guys, if anyone has... I see. Let's see. I really just learned how to use this thing right now, so let's see. It's kind of fun to use it. There's another one there. Coin flip. That's actually not a bad idea. You know, I have a friend that actually wrote a book about a guy that started to make all his decisions based on coin flips. Where's my coin? I used to have a coin for this kind of situation. I'm gonna get a coin. Hang on. I probably have one like here. Yeah, I hear coins here. Great. Yo, Paul, how you doing? I think you always remember is John Boham. That is the drummer, right? Sick. Sick lad. Okay, so just to be sure that the coin is not unfair, we're gonna make the game of fairness on the coin, assuming the probability of the coin doesn't change in time and it's stable, but we don't know which side has more probability. There's a little trick you can do to ensure that you always get the same probability. So in English it's like head or tails, because in Spanish it's like cara o sello. In Spanish it would be like face or I don't know what's the other word. Label? Face or label? Maybe. I used to see a lot of drum solos of Boham when I started playing drums. Nice. Oh, I didn't know you played drums, or maybe I knew it and I don't remember. But yeah, Boham, it's a beast for sure. You can totally like hear it on that last song. So okay, so let's see. Phase label is gonna be Spelunky, and label phase is gonna be Freelook. Okay, that's the game. And then phase is nothing. It's you play again, and label is you play again. Okay, so that's the rule. So that way you always have P times 1 minus P, and it's the same probability, assuming the probability of the coin doesn't change in time again. But I think it's a good assumption. So that is tails. Okay, that one I don't think counts. And that's face. Okay, so that is label face in Spanish. So that's Freelook. All right. Fair enough. It seems like we have a lot of weaves in the chat today. Interesting, interesting. All right, hang on. I don't actually want. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna do this on US because it's probably better.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there.
Too many whips.
Fearing, doubting.
Okay, so I'll start from Karim. Alright? Because I already did the rest. One second. USA files, Alex 4. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I can already like show some stuff here, for example. I already shown this part, but so to make sense of this, so you see there's some like manuscripts here. Some stuff written down. So let me see if I can find a clip. A very important clip. Let's see. Oh, I don't think I have it. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, there's basically a clip. There's like a clip of E3 where you can hear Dennis talking about the game. And he says that everything is modeled very carefully on this table, and you can actually read this if you were to look at it very closely. Sure thing. I mean, yeah, I think I can read that. This one almost looks like a real document. I wonder if I can reverse search this image. It's like the logo of something. Yeah, you actually say that. Now that you say it. Definitely look like that. What is the there's a language that is like things like that. In Spanish it's called cuneiforme. I think it's like Babylonian or something like that. Like the oldest language ever. The oldest written language, at least, maybe. Now this is almost like maybe with an AI we can try to solve these words. Because they almost look like words. I kind of read fuck in one of these words, I'm not gonna lie. This is the pillar of flesh. Don't you read fuck there? That clearly says fuck to me. Look at that. The first word on this paragraph. And look, it even has a reference of a person, so we can kind of deduce some of the words, maybe. Yeah, like fuck without a K, exactly. But yeah, there's other cool stuff. There's tons of books. This is the same paper as the one in the table, by the way. There's a lot of repeated assets. That also happens on other places. Fuck. Speed up the camera too much. Where am I? Let's go back. Okay. I will be feeding for Pius Shukrai. Fuck this guy. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna leave my door open. Maybe we can have a cat. Yuger. He might get in, probably not. But whatever. Then there's this thing. This is a picture of Enga. I'm almost sure this actually has commentary on it. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Cyclopean City. And then this is probably the cathedral. But yeah, you actually can do you can see that stuff normally. Okay, anime is real, confirm. Good to know. Great, time to go for Karim. Is it much out of bounds? Not really. Like, the only thing I can... Like, something I could see out of bounds is like collision on some spots. I can show you a little bit. So for instance, you don't really see anything out of bounds most of the time. Some of the pictures are interesting. Some of the backgrounds. So there's this thing right here. This is the garden. JPEG. Pretty simple. The vision from the view from this balcony. And then like there seem to be some plans for this room at some point in development, because there's this spot right here and sunnygarden.png exactly. Because you see most of the places, so if you let me go up a little bit. Okay, so you see this aerial vision from here. So I'm gonna clip out of bounds a little bit. Let's shift layer stats, no, position. Okay. So what's my horizontal position? Okay, should be this one. So if you clip out of bounds too much, a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm out of bounds. I'm gonna put collision on so you can see it. So Alex is right here, like barely out of bounds. And if I move a little bit, you just saw Alex falling. Let's see that again from another angle. So Alex right there, and she falls. And then she falls forever, okay? That never stops. Just keep falling. So that, most of the places are like that, but there's actually some different places here. So first of all, well, I guess we're gonna see Max getting there. Yeah, why not? So here, if I go to... No, it's not that one. It's minus... That one? Okay. So you see here, there is actually a lot of collision. Oh my god, what is that sound? There's actually a lot of collision. And this is the only reason. Okay, there's no collision there. God. Oh my god, we're gonna see this again. We might as well just watch it. Oh, look at that beautiful Alex. Great. That's the low poly version. When the camera is too far away from the character. So this collision right here, this is one of the few places that actually has collision out of bounds. There's not too many, and this is one. This is the whole reason why Edward skip was possible, and not just possible, but like relatively easy in the past, with the old setup using a zombie clip, and that's because there is a lot of collision here. You see, this is not normal for this game. And not just that, then there's this entire collision here. Look at this. It really looks like they wanted to do this room completely loaded with the passage, you know, with the corridor of the second floor, because you can walk here, and that is extremely rare for this game to have collision out of bounds. And this is how we used to do Edward skip in the past. We get into this loading zone from here, and that loads this cutscene. So hang on, let me deactivate collision. See, there's no one. There's no one in the room when the cutscene starts. There's no one here or there. All the actors out of camera are usually unloaded, which is a great technique, you know, to avoid extra memory or things like that. I haven't noticed this picture. It's kind of cool. It's not really a place shown on the game. Like something similar to this would be the teleporter on the highest area. But this is quite different because it has vegetation. Pretty cool. And then you can kind of see a little bit of background behind this. Just a tiny bit. It's very close to the window. Yeah, there's the carpet. Anything behind this? They never reveal what happened with the last body. The thing has a name. When you don't give all the information, and the fear comes from the lack of information. Because here in the pile of bones, they say something like there's, I think, 3 corpses or so. There's 4 beds, so it should be 4 corpses. But they just never say what happened with the last one. And nothing really happens. I mean, I guess when you get out of here, monsters appear in the mansion, so maybe it's kind of an implication of that. I don't know. Cool. Okay, so same here. A little bit of background behind. This is the back part of the house, I'm assuming. It looks a little bit like the front part. Yeah, probably. Now you say that, and okay, this is a different picture actually. There probably was at least one bone teeth there, maybe. These are like pieces of different pictures, or the same picture, I mean. And they got it on different angles. There's another one here. Oh, this one's cool. He has a tree. And then this light right here, this is fake light. Like most of the light from this game is quote unquote fake. It's just like a sprite, like a model put on top of it, on the floor. It's not real light. Which is a very cool technique because the camera is adjusted. Is this Paul? I wonder. So I don't think you can examine that one. Yeah, you can examine this one. Also, look at that. You're not supposed to see that. So that's kind of a secret. This one right here. Almost looks like Paul. If you ask me. There's a secret frame already. Yeah, you can't examine it. There's no way to see it with the camera. This is the double shotgun. This is the fucking double shotgun from Edward. Dude, it would be so broken if you could actually grab this. This one. Because the double shotgun does twice, it does double damage compared to the other shotgun. You know, that's 80, that's 160 damage. You could like, if you go point blank, you could do like 2 shots of the normal shotgun and then a point blank with this one, and that will insta-kill Pius. Yeah, maybe. What about this? Another cool thing that some people might not know is that, so you see these objects? These are objects. These are not part of the user interface. So if you move the camera, you will see these objects moving. And they are actually, for some reason, they have different depths. They're on different distances. It's probably just so you will see the good sizes here, because these have different sizes. And same happens with the runes and like with spells. And this might be one of the reasons why it's so hard to deal with items. Okay, so here, these are part of the GUI. Yeah, okay. These two. Yeah, it's just spells. Because this might have like the same directions as the actual objects or something.
Dream.
Okay, so
Modern psychology
this is another cool thing. These pictures, they are loaded in rooms somewhere in a room. So the room is already loaded, and you will see this picture somewhere out of bounds.
Dreams represent the upwelling of the archetypes, normally hidden deep within the recesses of the human collective unconscious.
You see, this is one of the first rooms of Karim. And then that thing advances on top. It gets closer to the camera, you see? It doesn't actually increase inside, it just gets closer to the camera.
I have implored you for years, yet you ignore all my advances.
Who are you talking to, Karim?
Dominate my dreams, and I can think of nothing else. I feel like I
Why are you talking alone?
100 times more than you love me.
My life has become a waking dream, Karim.
What do you mean, Karim?
I have dreamed of an ancient treasure, so precious that it changes all life around it. It must be mine, Karim. If you truly desire me, as you say, then you will find this for me. Bring this treasure to me, and I will be yours.
Oh, there's a full room here. Look at this.
I need nothing more than you. You have enthralled me to the point where I can think of nothing.
Oh, this is the entrance. We never see this thing. This little jar.
You will not forget about me.
That poor jar. Nobody saw that jar ever.
Desire nothing more than the treasure that you seek.
And look at that. Is that it? Like,
Now, Karim,
it's a construction. Yeah. That happens a lot in pretty much every cutscene. They unload every actor that is out of cameras. Again, kinda to save resources. God. It's very funny. Like, you can see it at the beginning of the game too. With Inspector Legras talking alone. And Alex talking alone. Also, is it really easy to see that it's a layer transition and not a color transition emulator? You can see the edges of the color layer under the black and white. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never really played on 16.9. So I love the art of this place. I think they did a great job just capturing the Middle Eastern style. This room in particular, it's pretty awesome. Like this kind of stuff right here, these patterns. And the colors and all that. Is this a fucking axe? Kinda is. Low poly axe. There's another one here. How about dual axe? How about triple axe? Okay, let's see if there's anything. Outside. Okay, there's the ladder. A lot of the ladders are modeled like this, and you can actually fall on some ladders. So, and get stuck there because they actually have like collision. I want to know if this one has. Okay, it doesn't have collision down. So Karim probably kept falling there. Yeah, I fall down. But he was falling a little bit in the collision of the ladder. That's how you do it. That's how you drop down the ladder. Alright, so there's a cool glitch here. You might not be aware of it. We need to watch this cutscene, so we're gonna just
bound together with
we
the others'
can
magical incantation.
Freelook here
This
too,
wretched book is
because
where
I
it
actually
all
need to watch
began
this cutscene
so
for the
long
glitch.
ago. Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas.
Nice.
I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of
And that's like
extinction for 2 millennia. Ignorant
Cod-
of so much, and dependent on so few.
Kodroman?
The Guardians
I don't know
grow
how to say that.
restless. Their time
I have a
once
hard time
again
saying words backwards.
Whether by fate or misfortune,
That's a good
my
one.
family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is
Room
the
still
last
not
of my
loaded.
line,
Because there's no
and the
room
last
on
hope
US,
for humanity.
but there is actually a room on Japanese. There's a room loaded. So now if I get rid of this pause, this happens. Yeah, I think the subtitle is user interface. So user interface doesn't move with the camera, just like I said before. For example, here, everything that is not the items is user interface. So that's always on the background. And I think subtitles are probably that too. And that's why they probably don't flip. But who's this guy? And why is he stand up? This is a cool glitch that Sir discovered. And yeah, this is the standing corpse glitch. There's 2 instances of this that we know. A man corpse lies fallen, not quite. Wounds covered exposed flesh. Even has his eyes open, I think. No, not quite. But yeah, you can also do this on the other one. On the other passage with multiple bodies. Okay. And it has a little bit of collision. It actually has modified collision. That's pretty cool. 'Cause that doesn't seem like the same collision. Well, and here there's some stuff too. So there's this light. I always think these lights are interesting because it's kind of modern lightning. Like a lamp that you will see like on the street or something. I don't know, I just find it interesting. There's the skeletons. And some figures. There's the skeleton with a book right there. Just reading the tome. And this is something different. I don't know what is this. It's like a skeleton with something else. Assuming the same pictures here. Yeah. And okay, so here's another instance of the lighting. Where you can clearly see that the lighting is quote unquote fake. That they did it with an asset. You see, there it is. It's a plane of lightning. Yeah. And same here. There is. And this plate has great lighting. There's this whole part here. This looks like floor, but I'm almost sure you can't really step here. I'm almost sure this isn't collision actually. If you drop down here, you're gonna drop forever, I think. Almost sure. Here are the faces. And they go more crazy if you go here, yeah. There you go. Yeah, the only thing we have is that this is like a pocket dimension. That was one of the questions for Dennis on one of their streams. This is a funny face. So pocket dimension in the sense of like the Trapper dimension, for instance. Skeleton function. Yeah, kinda. Fire, it is also two-dimensional, highly dependent on the camera. So it only looks good with the cameras set up for the game. Otherwise you see this 2D fire, which is fairly common on a lot of games. With that kind of effects. Here we have a low poly zombie because we're far away from it. So this is an algorithm that the game uses to make low poly models to save memory, because there's no way you're gonna see these normally. It's not that evident here. It's more evident when you see low poly characters, because those are nasty. But you can kind of see it on the hand, for instance, and I guess the face. Yeah, this one is no low poly right now. So this is the actual. This is an actual model. Kind of cool that this is loaded from this far away. It probably has some priority to be loaded or something. Yeah, we can take a look at multiple enemies. This is another cool room too, with cool details. So look at this. There's some skulls here on this asset right here. Like you get a spiral of skulls on every direction, and like kind of an urn in the middle. And yeah, this pattern is super Middle Eastern. More skeletons, better game. Pretty much. Yeah, like, you know, an HD remake of this game, all these things would look crispier. Well, there's actually a mod for this game that improves the textures. Another skeleton. And another one. It's similar, but it's not the same. Anything special on the buttons? Not quite. Got some alternative tiles. Very common practice, I do the same. Just get some different tiles mixed in so it looks a little bit worn out. And then there's this thing. So, I don't know if you ever noticed, but there's fire on this thing when you step into one of the buttons. So that button is that fire. This one. And this one is the one up. Those little ones. And then the last one is the lowest one. These big ones. And yeah, the thing is fully loaded here, which is kind of cool. Anything here? Just the ladder. Yeah, here's a place where you can like almost get out of bounds, I guess. There's probably like a small wall here, preventing it. Oh yes. This is the Karim pub. This is what you see when you come here. I wonder how like a first-person mod of this game would look like. Are you failing that? Okay. I'm curious about this wall. Interesting collision. Yeah, it's a very small wall. Look at that. Barely preventing you. I really don't know what is this blue collision. I've never known. I never figured out what it means to have blue collision instead of red. There is a lot of weird collision here on this floor. Lots of... There's so much collision here, it's crazy. They really spent a lot of time in this fucking passage. That's crazy. Good timing. When do these fuckers load? I guess as soon as you step here. Well, we kind of get some close-ups of trappers. When you summon trappers, at least. Yeah. Yeah, I actually find trappers very cute. Oh, hi there. That's the funniest one. Yeah, this one has eyes. Because he's the one that wakes up. He's having a tower in your foot. Nice. This is very interesting. You see, this guy always has a red bone teeth, no matter what, which is very weird because bone teeth are one of those creatures where, depending which alignment you choose at the beginning, you will always see only bone teeth of that alignment. But this guy is an exception. It's actually a red bone teeth, I think always. So this is the only red bone teeth that you will see. Because right now I'm on Oyouth. For example, if I kill this one, it's gonna be an Oyouth bone teeth. And this change depending on your alignment. But I think this is a consistent red one. I used to be an adventurer like you. I took a sword on the chain. Yeah. And so here, by the way, the other day I was talking about the animations of the Tool War. So it matters your position on the control stick. So if you go to the side, you can go like a little bit up to the side or a little bit down to the side, and it's different animations. So pay attention to, you see, he's attacking with one side or with the other. He doesn't always attack with the same side. And the same for the other side. And if you go up, that also counts different. So that. Actually, you can't unturn that, I think. Kind of switches between the two. They actually put a lot of effort into that. Kind of a shame considering two Tool Wars do the same damage as a one Tool War. So it's completely useless. And your attacks are slower, so it's actually even worse, I think. Yeah, I like those effects, although there's one effect that is like a very... Oh, what's going on here? It's a very... it's a library sound effect. The one for... So hang on, let me kill this fucker. So the sound for the... That sound? No, it's not that sound. That one. When you get them out of you, that's a library sound effect. I've heard that in several games. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like on... Oh, no, it's not that one. It's the attack one. That one. That's the fucking sound. That sound is on Star Trek Adventures, for instance. Just to give an example. Oh, this kind of sucks. I want my sanity back. Oh, there's no way to get the sanity bag. From PS1 games? Yeah, it must be. I'm assuming this also works with this one. You have to see the entire cutscene to trigger the glitch, by the way. Yeah, it works with this one. Oh, look, this one is like the other one. It has eyes. No, there's a horror. That is a good picture. I love it. Yeah, these are also pretty good patterns. Surprisingly detailed, like surprisingly crispy. Probably the best one so far. Nothing crazy on this room. Ladder, I guess. I'm not sure you can stand on this. This fucking ladder doesn't go anywhere. It's just, you just go there. Santag self. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually funny because the teeth of the horrors, I think I can see it on the next horror. I can show it. It's kind of like fire. Like it moves around, kind of like this fire, for example, but it's way smaller. So maybe it's not actually teeth. Maybe it's like energy that spells out of the mouth. I don't know. I like these banners. Kind of want one of these for Minecraft. Here's something funny, I think. So I'm gonna put collision. Yeah, so you can't really go that far here. Go up. You see, there's plenty of collision preventing you to get actually close to the door. That's because the camera here, you usually see the camera from a different angle. You see it from here. You're actually kind of far away from the door. Let me clip outside of that. Trap between collision. Yeah, there's not even collision outside there. I just fall into oblivion. There's probably a lot of rooms like that.
My dear Alex, I will always be at your side. There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right. During those times, I will help you. Fear not, for I will keep the darkness away.
Picture is interesting.
This isn't really happening.
Oh shit. Okay, I guess we can see the Trouble Dimension. I can show you the telefrag. And I guess the red horror too. Oh, but it's gonna start making ASICs. That changed my camera. Oh wait, I think it wasn't red horrors. No, it was another horror. Maybe it was blue horrors, the one I was thinking. That kind of has energy in the teeth. Yeah, this one is just teeth. So you can tell a frag on this game. It's so funny. Because it's like there's it's not a lot of flesh that you see from the explosion. And it roars. I love it. Yeah, I've already seen a lot of this dimension, I remember. Not a whole lot to see. Yeah. It's so funny. You're invisible during this cutscene. One second. Freelook. Just modifying the title. Because I always forget to do that. Okay, so... there you go. Why is Karim moving so much? He's really moving a lot. That's interesting. You move a lot close to this. That is actually so weird. Maybe he's falling or something. That is super weird. Should be here. They should be. Oh my god. There you go. Yeah, I told ya, there's collision here. And once you are here, this is hard luck. Because there's no way to get out. There's no B prompt for the ladder up here. The B prompt is somewhere else. It's up here. Absorb. You know, these things... This might be leftovers from Joseph. Maybe the Crusader thing. Now that I think about it. I don't think these things are during the Pious segment. Maybe this was a symbol related to Joseph somehow. Who knows? I think there's a bunch of collision here too. Yep. There's some blue collision there too. Who knows why? All of this has collision. That's so crazy. So you can probably use some of these if you have zombie hover to gain height. I don't know why you would want to do that, but it's a very cool room overall. Nothing crazy about it. I never noticed this is an heptagon, right? Never actually noticed that. It's kind of interesting. Was that loaded? Oh, I crouch. Why do you crouch there? What the fuck? It's random. Save state crouch. Something happens.
Deep into that darkness peering.
Like, I just want to know if the Ramdao is here from the beginning. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, these attacks are definitely slower than single to war. This right there. I'm out of here. Yeah, you can actually do that. You can escape before. If there is a way to clip, that might be an strat. But I don't think there is a way to clip. Okay, so when I use this, does it go to the other side? Oh, it's hard to say. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Ouch. Yeah, nothing crazy to here. Okay, that's funny. This ladder also doesn't go anywhere. Like, you can see a part of the same roof, actually, right here. And it just goes there. But of course, you don't see that with the normal camera. You almost see it, though. Almost there. And I can barely see anything here. Oh, another one of those. Right. Yeah, nothing crazy here. I'm kind of curious if there is like collision. Like here. On the other side, maybe. Rocks have collision on this. Yeah, I'm trapped between the collision. And there is a bunch of collision here. Look at that. Dude, there's a lot. They probably planned this whole place to be just connected. That's a lot. This is so odd. Again, remember, most of the time there's just not collision out of bounds. So I assume they planned these two rooms to be entirely connected. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because there's walls. This is definitely the entire room. Look at that. That's probably the spot for the ladder on the other room. Like, this is clearly the shape of the other room. Cool. Oh, it noticed me already? Okay. Yeah, it seems to be like the exact same collision. I remember this shape, for instance. Yeah. Looks pretty much similar. And we might see the same, like, the other way around, maybe. Like, if I go this way. Let's see, I'm curious. Not that one. Not quite, yeah. So they separated the rooms later, so I guess it only makes sense that the first one is connected. Makes sense. These are also very good details with the lions. Alright, so here's a cool glitch. Let's see if I can show a glitch. Give me a second first. Let's see if this works. So I need to have explosion activated. I probably have it. And then we're going to explode and enchant something. And goodbye, Tool Wars. They're gonna keep going up, by the way. And then after this, the Tool Wars have a special property. They are draw over every object, so you can see this Tool War, for example, doesn't make sense because it's always on top of every object, no matter what. And that's the property when you enchant weapons. They're put in front of everything else. It's not quite part of the user interface, but it's like kind of in between. And that's so you will always see them on the front when they're spinning. So you retain this property. And I can attack too. So I actually soft lock there. Because I tried to attack and then Karim doesn't have any animation. And these are two separated Tool Wars. I think I'm gonna crash if I unpause here. Yup. It's kind of a soft log. Okay, so there I recovered. Are enchanted objects technically a different object, or do they just get the property? I guess they're probably a different object. Not actually sure. I can't say really. I just don't know enough about these objects. So if you ever wonder, what do I do when I do a fight behind the barrier? So there's different phases to the fight behind the barrier. This is phase 1, Mandrake zombies, then you watch a cutscene. So that's phase 1. Then you cut this zombie and set up for an attack on these 2 zombies. Watch another one. And then here you activate this zombie and you will normally see me walking towards the left here. And if you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing there, this is what I do. So I go to the corner and I cast an enchantment. And this is the corner. So it's this blank wall right here. So you want to be as far as possible so that explosion doesn't deal a lot of damage. And there's collision here, so it's safe. And on this other side, I actually don't remember if there's collision. Okay, there's no collision there, so that part is not safe. So when I run here, I always run like, as soon as I'm out of the camera, I run up and left. So I land on this corner. Because this is a safe corner. If you go down, you die. And then when you go back, you can clip into one of the collisions. Like the first collision right here. You can clip there. And from there you're gonna see Karim. So you just go close to the wall, you clip there, and from there you can go here. And of course during this time, I'm always doing a recovery. And if I have enough magic I can do another one. And it's a bad fight. Wouldn't be in the near corner completely block the explosion? Which one you mean? Like that's as far as you can get. Because if you go down, you're gonna fall down, and that's bad. On the same side you go, but near the zombies. What do you mean near the zombies? Because the closer you are to the zombies, the biggest is the explosion. Like, you mean like here? This is really close. This is like insane damage. inner side of that. Like here? That's still pretty close. Because where I go is... I go here. On the other side of the small wall. Like here? Yeah, it's area of effect. I don't think it cares about walls. Or it might care about walls. I guess I can test it with the barrier. No, it doesn't care. Because the barrier is like a full wall. So yeah. Alright. Last cutscene.
Karim, we will be together forever.
Chandra? What happened to you?
Things change, my dear Karim. But even though my body is ravaged, I await you.
Who did this to you?
You were gone so long. I gave myself to a nobleman with a jealous mistress. She had me dragged from my bed, and in cruel revenge, flensed with knives. As the last blades were drawn across my body, and my blood cooled upon the floor, she cursed that I would only be with another in death.
So much for thinking only of me. I should never have left.
I have seen my folly, and have already paid dearly. I see so much more now. In death, I know the true value of the artifact which I asked you to find. And it is not for us to possess. If we are to be together again, you must make a sacrifice. Only when that is complete will we be together.
Sacrifice? Why should I do anything for you? You lied to me. Betrayed me. And you really don't look so good anymore.
You must forget the past. Despite who you are now, you will also become something more, just as I have. But the sacrifice must be made. We must remain here and guard the artifact. Dark things will come to claim it, and you must be strong to keep it from them. Without your sacrifice, the world will fall into eternal darkness.
The things I do for love.
Yep. All right. So this one is a CG cutscene. So that one you don't actually see anything there. On CG cutscenes. This one too. So this is just on the user interface. So you can't really move there. So yeah, that'll be it for the Freelook. Next Freelook might be Max. I don't know when. Some date maybe. that was cool. So hang on. There you go. Thank you everyone for watching as always. And remember,
the best stuff is not being shown yet.
yeah, remember that. And yeah, I'm gonna be on the workshop on Wednesday. Oh, I'm kind of tired. No stream tomorrow because I need to rest a little bit, my hands and my brain and all that. But I'm gonna be uploading stuff probably, I'm assuming. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye bye everyone. Have a good night or whatever you're having.